You are welcome once again to this segment of Worldwide Event Fulfilling Prophecy. We continue from where we stop. We talk about the new monetary system coming up under the globalization, one world government agenda, also known as New World Order. You will discover that this currency, this new one world monetary system is going to also be connected to artificial intelligence. Artificial intelligence will play a significant role in that one world currency, because according to the book of Revelation 13, is there an image you speak? And when we are talking about artificial intelligence, China just launched another version called DeepSeek. America is pursuing their own island, and Trump has come up with another one, is promoting another one called Stargate. You discover that there is a kind of a competition to promote artificial intelligence. And this also is under the globalization agenda of the Antichrist and of the devil. Using artificial intelligence, and by the promotion of artificial intelligence, you can now understand why the image of the beast will be given life. The image of the beast will be able to speak. That is talking about artificial intelligence. They are even talking about ASI, super intelligence, artificial super intelligence, where you have a humanoid, you have electronics, and that is electronics, computer system, digital economy, control and operated by electronics computer system. You will have computer and electronics system that is functioning or taking the function of human being, and that is the God of forces. You discover that in that Daniel chapter 9 or Daniel chapter 11, he say, in next day shall he honor the God of forces. The God of forces, electrons. When you look at the origin of electronics, is from electrons. We talk about electric field, we talk about gravitational field. You discover that all these things, there are forces behind it. They operate like a force. So the God of forces that Daniel 11 is talking about is referring to all these things. If you understand this revelatively, you know that Antichrist system will operate with the use of electronic computer system. Electronic computer system will play a significant role in the government of the Antichrist, and foundation is being laid for it now. And under that electronic computer system that is going on, you see that artificial intelligence also come under it. And through the use of artificial intelligence, you can interact with an image, an electronics image. Some people are even talking about a hologram. All these things is still under the same thing. You discover that somebody can be in America, and an event can be going on in Nigeria, and the hologram image of the person can appear. You discover that all these things that they are experimenting now, is promoting a kind of this like a pleasure, and they are enjoying it now. But they don't know that what is behind 6 is more than 7. Antichrist has put those things forward. The Antichrist spirit, the spirit of Satan, put those things forward as a bait. It will make them to be enjoying it for now, but at the same time, we snare them. It will ensnare them with those things that they are enjoying. That is why we are warned in the book of Revelation chapter 18. He said, come out of her, my people. There is commercial Babylon, there is religious Babylon. Come out of every form of Babylon. Religious Babylon is the one world religious system. Commercial Babylon is the one world economy. One world monetary system operated by electronics computer system using artificial intelligence. All these paper money must collapse for this system to be solidified. And that is what we are seeing right now. That is the event that we are seeing fulfilling prophecy right now. The government of Donald Trump came up and make it clear they intend to promote cryptocurrency. Cryptocurrency and other form of currency, they are a shadow of that digital currency that is coming. Don't get yourself too entangled, or don't get yourself entangled at all with it. If you want to go into all those things, be careful, because as a snare shall it come upon the people of the world. Many people will get carried away with this thing. They will be using it for good right now, but it will later be used for evil. Be careful. All these things are event fulfilling prophecy. Don't be a victim of prophecy. Revelation chapter 18, it says, come out of her, my people, so that you don't be a partaker of her plague. Do that, because God is going to visit that one world government and one world religion and one world monetary system that is coming. He will visit it with catastrophic judgment at the end. At the battle of Armageddon, everything will end in disaster. Those monetary systems they are promoting, they are doing everything to do what? To acquire wealth and store the world wealth to themselves. just like Nimrod did. He wanted to make a name for himself. He wanted to acquire and put everybody under himself and put the world wealth and asset under himself. So with all this money devalue and with all the world asset under one man, don't you think it will be easy for the man to become a dictator? He may start as a peacemaker, but will end as the worst dictator the world has ever seen. He will even be worse than the Antichrist. The man is not yet out, but the man is alive now. All signs and all events are pointing towards his direction, just like all those signs and events are also pointing to the direction of the coming of Christ. That as we see all these things fulfilling, we should look up. This is the time to look up. This is the time to get our preparation right. This is time to tighten our loin and begin to prepare for the translation. Don't get carried away. Don't get distracted. Don't get ensnared in this system, religious system. That one we turn to it in another time during this segment. In the course of this segment, the religious system in Revelation chapter 17, you will discover that is seated on a beast. That beast represents the government power. He represents government power. You discover that it is the same beast that carried that woman that will later destroy her. It means that the one world government will pave way for one world religion and later destroy that one world religion, because he himself want to be worshipped as God, according to the book of Daniel chapter 11, that he himself now become God. Initially he promoted polytheism, but at the same time he will bind all this polytheism together and make them to know that everybody should worship him, having accomplished what no other president or no other leader has accomplished. As I'm talking to you right now, United Nations, there is an agitation against United Nations by the virtue of the way they handle the problem of Israel, the crisis in the Middle East. What are we saying? The United Nations, under this globalization agenda, a time is going to come, it will be reformed. The office of the Secretary General will turn to the office of the President General, and that is the office that this Antichrist will operate, that he will use. He will work in this office as the President General of the whole world. And at that time, he will have the backing of the Western Bloc, of the Eastern Bloc, because the whole world will wander after him. The revived Roman Empire will have been solidified. The old Roman Empire will have been revived. That's why they call it revived Roman Empire. The old Roman Empire consists of the Western Bloc and the Eastern Bloc, the clay and the iron. The West, the iron; the East, the clay. They will try to mingle. That means that no matter how Russia and the West fight themselves, one day a leader will come to Russia, if it is not Vladimir Putin, that will work with the West. And as I'm talking to you right now, Biden regime was able to put a great gap between the West and the East. Now Trump regime, like I said, whether I like it or not, he will fold up into that agenda. His own agenda will fold up too. He's trying to bring the West and the East closer again. Trump is trying to reconcile with Putin. He's trying to bring Putin back on. He's trying to bring Putin back on the table. And I know the way things are going, the Ukrainian regime of Zelensky will be used as the sacrificial lamb. Zelensky regime that is being used as a bait, is being used as a pawn, it's like a pawn being used. It's like a pawn. The Western nation are using his nation and are using him as a pawn, yet he knowed not. At the end of the day, he may ended up being a sacrificial lamb. He want to join NATO, and that is what bring the crisis. Now the path to NATO cannot be more difficult for him. If there's ever the time that the path to NATO has been difficult, this is the time. Because with Trump in power, I don't know how easy it will be for him to join NATO, because it is America that is spearheading NATO. The NATO itself was brought about, it was an American arrangement. North Atlantic Treaty Organization was an American arrangement, just like the Treaty of Warsaw. The Treaty of Warsaw that later collapsed was a Soviet Union agenda, was a Soviet Union arrangement. So how easy will it be for Zelensky now to join NATO now that Trump is in power for the next 4 years? No matter how the East and the West try to go apart, according to prophecy, the clay and the iron will try to mingle. I'll bet they will succeed for a while, but it's going to scatter at the end. So all these events are telling us that the globalization agenda is solidifying. And the solidification of it is going to affect so many sectors. It will affect so many sectors, and many people will be ensnared. Do not be ensnared. Don't go after money. Don't pursue money to the detriment. It's a godliness with contentment is a great gain. And having food and raiment. Seek ye first the kingdom of heaven and righteousness. The globalization agenda, part of what is in it is a new monetary system. A new digital economy will be introduced, and what we are going to see is that all this cryptocurrency and meme and everything will be swallowed up. All this one are just shadow or the digital currency that is coming. So we are going to stop here in this particular episode, and we'll continue another time. Pray that the Lord will expand his word in your heart, give us the grace to continue to prepare for translation in Jesus' name.